The first card you have for your past is the Five of Wands. So yes, I'm seeing two things in this card. I'm seeing you being very busy at this time. You're really busy, and even to the point of feeling really tired, really exhausted at this time. And I'm also seeing some family fighting. So I'm not seeing, this isn't serious fighting. This isn't like yelling and screaming and slamming doors and things like that. It's kind of like just bickering, other small things, little petty arguments about little things, but lots and lots of little kind of bickering, like, don't do that. Yes, I will. I want to. Don't talk to me like that. Don't do that. That kind of little kind of petty bickering going on. And I'm seeing this is about, there are some little arguments or little disagreements about children or raising children. I am seeing some issues around children here with this, because when I look at this card, this can be about children playing, and this can be about play fighting, little fights, little things like that. Not great big huge things. They don't have swords, they're not grown-ups, they're children. It's like, play fighting, that kind of thing. But I think, this wasn't play fighting. Whoever was in this really meant what they were saying, but they weren't serious subjects, they weren't serious things they were fighting over, and they weren't falling out over anything. I'm not seeing that. But yes, this was something around children, and nothing very serious. Again, I'm seeing that. And you can feel things quite deeply, though. So even though things to other people aren't all that serious, sometimes to you, you can really absorb the feelings of whatever's going on around you. You can absorb if people are upset, people are unhappy. If they're happy, if something's going on, you really feel that. You really bring it into your heart. Also, you really feel things like music and things like that. You can become quite tearful if something's very sad or something really touches you. You're touched quite deeply about things. So if people have these little kind of bickering or arguing, you do really take it to heart sometimes. I see that in your readings quite a lot. You have some kind of up and down emotions going on. But yes, these always pass. They always pass. That's what I'm seeing. So that was what was going on there. So the next card you have, your past, is the Hierophant. So yes, someone was around you at this time, and I'm seeing that they're a bit of a quiet person. This person, they're quiet. They might be a bit traditional. They might have some traditional ideas about things. This could be someone who you're involved with romantically, or it could be someone who you want to be involved with. I'm trying to say romantically. Or it could be, because I'm seeing this early days with someone. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a kind of a situation where there's potential. So yes, if this turns into a romantic relationship, or it already is, or if it turns into one in your future, yes, I don't say this much, but I'm seeing that they might think about marriage. They might be thinking about marriage with you, or they were at this time, and eventually, or they were thinking about some sort of traditional relationship with you. And I'm seeing that you are missing this. You've been missing this kind of stability, feeling like you're stable. You've been missing this for a long, long, long time. And this person brings this to you, or they brought this to you at this time. And, this person could also have some very, very set ideas about things. They're very traditional. So maybe they have set ideas about people's roles in relationships. It might be something like that. Or they might have set ideas about hierarchy, something like that I'm seeing. So, I'm seeing that, you might be fine about this. You might agree with them, or you might think that's fine. But if you're thinking that, you can change this person, I don't think you're going to be able to change them. If you're thinking, oh, this person's great in this way, fantastic in that way, but in this way, I don't want that. I want to be more independent. I don't want them to think that. I don't want to be that. You're not going to be able to change that about them. So don't think you can jump into this and then say, oh, I'll change that bit I don't want, but I'll have that bit I do want. That's not going to happen with this person. This is a very traditional person, but they're a very stable person, and they're a very strong person. So they might be quiet, but that doesn't mean that they're not strong. They are very strong. So just be aware of that. I mean, you might be fine about that, but just be aware that that's what they're like. They're probably not going to change. That's what I'm seeing now. So the last card you have, your present, is the Four of Pentacles. So yes, again, I'm seeing this security. I'm seeing this, obviously, with the Pentacles, security again, feeling secure. You felt more secure at this time than you have for a long, long time. You've been feeling very insecure for a long, long time. And I keep on seeing this X. I know, I'm sorry, I keep on mentioning this X in your readings, but they keep on coming up in your readings. But in this reading, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, but this isn't about them coming back or anything like that. So you can breathe a sigh of relief. They're not going to come back. What I'm seeing is, I'm just comparing what you were feeling with this new person, probably just with family as well. You're feeling generally a lot more secure than you were in your past. Because this person was in your past, because of this X, they made you feel the opposite of how you're feeling now. That's what I'm seeing. I'm just looking at the contrast. So I'm not talking about this X. Sorry, I keep on bringing them up. I won't do it again. But I'm just seeing that there's a contrast between the way you were treated by them and the way you're feeling now. That's what I'm seeing. And yes, I'm also seeing that you could have been a little bit guarded around this person in the Hierophant card. You can just see the top of this card of the Four of Pentacles. He's holding onto the pentacle. So I'm seeing with this is you kind of holding onto your heart a bit, not opening yourself up as much as you normally would with someone, probably because you've been hurt by this X. I'm not seeing there's anything wrong with this person, and I'm not seeing that you think there's anything wrong with this person. I'm just seeing that you're still a bit guarded because you've been hurt. And because you really open up to people, when you decide to open up to someone in a relationship, you really give them everything and you really feel everything. That's what I'm seeing in the Five of Wands. You feel everything. You take on all the feelings of everyone around you. And you're a little bit afraid of going there again with this person. So yes, you're right. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with them, but you are right to guard yourself and wait until you're ready. You are right to follow your own instincts in that. So the first card you have, your present, is a Three of Wands. So yes, this is about waiting. This is about watching. This is about waiting. This man's kind of on the edge of the water looking out, and he's standing there waiting for these little ships to come in. So this person in the Hierophant, this person's prepared to wait for you. So if you're feeling a bit guarded, if you're not sure whether to open up to this person, they're willing to wait. So I'm not seeing this as in a kind of a creepy way. They're not stalking, they're not hanging around if they're not wanted. It's not like that. They're just a very patient person. They just care about you a lot. And yes, I'm seeing them as stable as well. I keep on seeing that. And I'm also seeing, yes, they're optimistic, they're hopeful. This is what this person who's looking out onto the water, they're hopeful that their ships are going to come in. And I keep on seeing this golden sea and this golden sky as well. And gold is so, so precious, very beautiful, very precious. And this person sees you as very, very precious. They see you with this beautiful golden sky, golden sea. They think you're so precious and they're sitting around waiting for you. So that's so beautiful. The next card you have, your present, is the Two of Swords. So yes, I'm just seeing something else. Something else could be stopping you from getting close to this person as well. So you are guarded because you don't want to open yourself up to anyone at this time. You're still a little bit hurt from what's happened to you in your past. But I'm also seeing that, yes, this is a bit confusing, but I'm seeing there's something you've been keeping to yourself for a long, long time. And this isn't a big bad lie, this isn't a great big bad terrible secret or anything like that, but there is something, there's some private reason why you could be keeping something to yourself, and you're a little bit wary of opening up this to someone as well. Now, I can understand that. I'm private myself. I don't open up to people unless I truly 100% trust them. So it takes a lot for me to open up and tell people things, and there are things that even people who are very close to me don't know about me at all. There's no reason. You don't have to tell everyone everything if you don't want to. So that's fine. But what I'm seeing with this is that you're not at peace with it in yourself. You're very guarded. You've got these two swords. You're blindfolded. You don't want to kind of face up to whatever this is. So I'm seeing that whatever this is, you just need to kind of make peace with it, face up to it, address it in some way inside your heart, and maybe just let this go or something like that, because I can't give you a very clear answer of what to do because I can't see exactly what this is. But I can see it's something you have inside yourself. You're keeping to yourself. It's kind of stopping you from doing a lot of things you want to do. psychologically, that's what I'm seeing. So face whatever this thing is, make peace with it, or whatever it is you need to do with this. So the last card you have, your present, is the Empress. So again, I'm seeing family around you. I'm seeing nurturing. I'm seeing someone who's very kind and nurturing. I think this is probably you. You're very kind. You're very nurturing. I'm seeing children as well. You might be taking care of children, and you're just really really soft and sweet with them. And yes, this is probably why you get so emotional and you feel things emotionally. You get so emotionally involved with people, because you really do feel, you have this soft side, and you really do feel for people and care about people. I am still seeing this slight fear that you have, that you're afraid that you might give your all to someone because you don't want to open yourself up again. You're still holding back for this reason. And I'm also seeing this mental block as well in the Two of Swords that might be stopping you from opening up. So I'm seeing all of that kind of thing again in this as well. This thing that's hidden in your mind and in your heart in the Two of Swords. So yes, try and just try and address whatever that is. But yes, if you don't want to open up at this time, if you're not ready, wait until you are ready. And there's nothing wrong with this person. I'm not seeing any problem with this person, but it's you. You can't go ahead and do something if you're not ready. So just wait until you're ready. You're right, you're doing the right thing, just holding back until you feel 100% ready. So the first card you have for your future is the Three of Pentacles. Yes, so again, yes, I don't usually say this again, but I'm seeing this again. This person in the Hierophant is really thinking about a traditional future with you. They're thinking about marriage or something traditional, or a traditional relationship with you. I'm seeing this in all sorts of different cards in all different ways. I'm seeing this in the Three of Pentacles because I'm seeing, traditionally when a man wanted to marry a woman, he would traditionally go to her parents and ask for, their permission to marry. And that's why I'm seeing in this Three of Pentacles, I'm seeing them, and then I'm seeing these two parents. So two people on one side, one person on the other side, asking them for something. That's what I'm seeing here. I'm not necessarily seeing they're going to literally go and approach your parents, but they might do that, but that's not what I'm seeing in this card. I am seeing a traditional future this person sees with you, and they might not be saying anything to you at this time because they're quite a sensitive person, so they're probably seeing that you're still holding back on this at this time. But yes, they're prepared to wait, and you're keeping things to yourself, they're keeping things to themselves as well before this kind of all opens up in some way. So yes, that's really nice. That's what I'm seeing there with that. The next card you have for your future is the Seven of Pentacles. So again, I'm seeing waiting, I'm seeing looking back on things. This person's kind of looking back, surveying the situation, thinking how well they've done, if they haven't, if they said the wrong thing to you. They're kind of thinking about you all the time. They're not just looking back. I mean, whoever this is who's interested in you is very, very patient. I keep on seeing that all the time. This card's about, gardening, literally. Obviously, it's not about that's whatever you're growing, and they're looking back and seeing how they've been, if it's right, if it's wrong, whatever. This man also has yes, it can be about frustration sometimes, looking back and seeing what you've done and being a bit frustrated. But I'm not seeing that in this card, because I'm seeing that, if you look at this man, he has a pentacle. He's looking back on the pentacles. He's looking back on what he's grown, but he's also looking forward. He has a pentacle in front of him, in front of his feet, in front of his path. So yes, this man is looking back, but he's also looking in front of him. And this person who's thinking about you in the Hierophant is looking back, but he's also thinking, or he or she or whoever this is looking in front of them, and they're looking at the pentacle in front of them. They're seeing stability in front of them, in the path in front of them with you. That's what I'm seeing there. So I'm seeing the same thing again in this card. So the last card you have for your future is the Queen of Cups. So yes, you're still going to be protecting yourself. This is about, protecting your heart a bit, and protecting yourself from your emotions, stopping yourself from going right into your emotions. And again, I don't normally do this, but I'm going to do this as well. I'm going to move this card. I hate messing them up, but I'm going to show you. She is this beautiful queen, is right on the edge of the water. She's right on the edge of her emotions, but she's not jumping in. She's just sitting on the edge, looking at it, thinking about it. So this is about you. And again, you're not wanting to jump right in with this person. You're just looking, you're standing back from your emotions, I'm trying to say, but you're right kind of on the edge of them, and you're thinking about it. So you're just contemplating where you are with this person, what you're going to do. You're not quite ready to jump into the water with them, but you're just thinking about it. That's what I'm seeing is happening to you at this time in your future.